Picture this. You just gave the best talk of your life. Room is in your hands. People are leaning forward. You make your invitation. You see the heads nodding. Someone at table 3 is already pulling out a credit card. And then the back door opens and the caterer rolls in a cart of warm chocolate chip cookies. And it's over. You cannot recover. Every head in the room just turned toward those cookies. The credit card, back in the pocket. The woman walking to the back of the room to register, she's rerouted toward the cookies. The smell alone just sent your potential clients in a totally different direction. Hi, it's Lisa Sasevich. I've been coaching coaches, speakers, experts through this exact moment for over 15 years. And if you are speaking to sell from a stage, a workshop, a luncheon, even a virtual room with a break coming, it's likely that nobody taught you what I'm about to teach you. Because this is where the real sales happen or don't. And this is where most of them die. Here's what I wish somebody had told me 20 years ago. Your sales process doesn't start at the end of your talk. It starts the minute you walk in the venue. Before you fire up your slides, before you adjust your mic, you find the host. You find the caterer. You find whoever is running that room, and you have a conversation. When is the food coming? If they say during your talk, you fix it. You say, let's serve it before I start, or let's serve it after. Because here is what I know to be true. You cannot compete with the smell of warm Mexican food. You cannot compete with fresh cookies. You cannot compete with a cheese plate rolling in at the exact moment that you're inviting somebody to change their life. The food wins every time. If they can't move it, you take control of the room. You don't pretend it's not happening and try to talk louder. You say, hey guys, in about 15 minutes, the servers are going to drop lunch. What we're going to do is we're going to pause. I'm going to let you grab what you need, and then I'm coming back up for the part that's really going to change what you do Monday morning. So please be efficient with the food. I promise you, the second half is the part you don't want to miss. That's the move. You front load it. You put yourself in charge of the food instead of letting the food be in charge of you. When the cart rolls in, it's not an interruption, it's on schedule. You own it. Now, let's say you did that, you protected your talk, you delivered it, you made your offer, and there's a line to buy at the back of the room. 3, 4, 5 people. What you do in the next 5 minutes determines whether you made money today or you just gave a beautiful and generous speech. Here is what almost every speaker does wrong. The first person in line walks up and goes, "Oh, Lisa, I knew your mom in 1987. Do you have a minute?" And because you're a good human, you say yes. You give her the full 15 minutes while the woman behind her who had her credit card out just put it back in her purse. The guy at the end of the line looked at his watch. He left. You just watched your potential clients walk away so that you could be polite to Aunt Martha. Here's what I want you to do instead. The second a line forms, you move. You step to the side of the line and you turn that line into your audience. You say, hey guys, I can see some of you are ready to register. Some of you have quick questions. Some want to go a little deeper with me. Let me take the quick questions first so we can get those people registered. Who has a quick question? Okay, yes. What was the code? Okay, yes. Use 1,000 off to save 1,000 when you register, right? Okay, next. Do you take Amex? Yes, we do. Okay, next. Those are the buy-in questions. Those are the ones that said yes, they just need this piece of information and they're done. 5 people, 5 minutes, 5 yeses. That is how you run the back of the room. And the one who wants to tell you their longer story or connect, you don't ignore them. You turn to them and say, it sounds like you have more to share and I want to give you the time that it deserves. Let me finish with the quick questions first, and then my assistant's gonna grab your info and we will get 20 minutes on my calendar so that we can connect this week. Here's a telltale sign about somebody who is about to get you off course at that crucial back of the room special moment. They lean in, they drop their voice, they want to tell you something intimate, and you think, oh, this must be private. Let me lean in too. Not at that moment. Don't. Because here's what happens. There's nothing private going on at this time. You are selling a coaching program, a transformational experience. There's no confidential conversations happening in the back of the room in a 5-minute window. When they lean in, when they go quiet, this is your signal to unhook. Gently, warmly, you say, sounds important, let me get you on my calendar. And you turn back to the line of people ready to go. And one more tip, because it can save you. Somebody says, hey, let's grab lunch and talk more. And your gut says yes because you're a connector. But pause, because they're a maybe. They might cool off by lunch. They might not even show up for lunch. Meanwhile, there's 3 people ready to hand you money right now. So you say, I'd love that. How's Monday at 2? Does that work? Great. Let's save the rest of it for then. And you come back to your line. These are tiny nuances. They might feel small, but they are the difference between a room that buys and a room that claps, gets impatient, and leaves. Same talk, same offer. Just, did you know how to hold the 5 minutes after? And if the cookie cart rolls in anyway, and if the library lady kicks you out because it's her lunch break, if it all goes sideways, even if you did everything right, you still have 48 hours. You go home and you send a voice message to every single person who was waiting. You say, hey, I saw you were waiting to talk to me yesterday. So sorry we got rushed. I'm extending the today only pricing for you for the next 48 hours because I want to make sure that your questions get answered. Would you like to schedule a call today or tomorrow? Not a strategy session, right, guys? Okay, it's like a 20-minute call because they already watched your whole talk. It's still fresh. You don't need to sell it all again. You just need to make it easy for them to finish saying yes. Listen, none of this works if the offer you're inviting them into isn't actually the one you're here to make. That's the deeper thing behind all this. And that is why I put together my free Irresistible Offer Blueprint, 7-step guide that walks you through how to build an offer that is actually yours. The link is below this video, free, grab it. And if you want to work with me more closely, like directly, the Monetize Your Mission Mentorship link is down there too. If this landed, hit like, subscribe, and the hype button helps me reach more coaches and experts who are brave enough to get on stage. So great work today. Let's keep making your offer truly irresistible.